Transformers 1 was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Go watch this movie. Don't let it flop. Let's let it get to $500 million at least. I feel like people are not watching it as much as they should be. And I'm going to tell you why this movie is good and why it's a top 5 Transformers movie and why I'm going to give you the list. And the list of the top 5 movies are as simple as we got number 5, Bumblebee. Right? Easily Bumblebee. We got Bumblebee at 5. That's the easy take. Number 4, we have Transformers, the regular one. Number 3, we have my hot take. We got G1. G1 is very good. It's just not the generation I was born up to. I was born up with Bayverse and like Transformers Prime. That was kind of my generation. Transformers Prime was the show of my age, as I'm an early 2000s baby. And yeah. And then number 2, we have Transformers 1, because this is the origin of Orion Pax and D16. And then at number 1, the best, Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon was the blockbuster of all time. Like, of all time. Still to this day, there has not been a better blockbuster than Transformers Dark of the Moon. I don't think there ever will be. Michael Bay needs another, like, just straight, like, he needs to do Pacific Rim or something. That's probably the only thing. Or you got to do another Transformers movie, but not be the only director. Like, he's good for strictly just booms. Yeah, the 3 Bs, booms, butts, and booms. That's really all he could do. Story not there, just a lot of useless lore. But anyway, let's get back into Transformers 1. Transformers 1, man. Directed by Josh Cooley. And it came out September. I watched it on Tuesday of this week. It was pretty good. I was studying for an exam, then found the time to go watch it and studied for the rest of the night. You know, college, y'all, but I know y'all don't care. But it follows Orion Pax, who's a minor, and D16, who's a minor. Witness the origin is what the posters say. And you do. You see 2 brothers, literally. First seeing Orion Pax getting chased by these bigger dudes with cogs in them. And just let you know, minor bots do not have cogs in them, but the rest of the people in Icon do. The head of this is none other than scumbag Sentinel Prime. And if you guys didn't know Transformers at all before your life, like the new generation, and you're starting out, and you're like, oh, Sentinel's a good guy in the beginning of the movie, we know he's not, bro. If you watch Dark of the Moon, you know Sentinel is the biggest scum. Yep. And he is here, too. He has his, like, design from the Rescue Bot show and the Prime show, the blue and yellow. That's his design. He looks like the Crimson Chin sometimes, or the Tick sometimes. Like, yeah, that's his design from Transformers Prime or whatever. Yeah, I just feel like, bruh, this was a great way for lore. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lore in this movie was good. You go over the quintessence of the war with the quintessence, right? And how the Primes was made by Primus, the planets from Primus, the matrix of leadership. Things like that was just very, 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 very well went over. And it wasn't confusing. It was straight to the point. It made sense. People were able to get it. Like, my little 3-year-old niece would be able to get what was going on. She's very smart, but I'm just saying she would understand. She would understand, like, they put it down in bites for kids, but it was not really a kids movie. Like, I wouldn't take her to come see this movie until she's, like, 7, because the way that someone got ripped apart in here was not good for a 3-year-old to see at all. Will not take her there. And this is a PG movie, not G. If it was G, wow. That's crazy. I just feel like one gripe I have about this movie was it was too short. It was only like an hour 30, which is good because they got their point across really fast in what they wanted to do, which is have a good story origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron. I feel like they did a good job with that. The high guard in this movie is the Decepticons. And one thing I got, which was amazing, was, look, the Decepticons are always flying because they never really were citizens, and they try to act like they were. The only one who can't fly is Megatron because he was the only one who did live as a citizen. But the other ones didn't. The Autobots roll out, and Decepticons fly out because the Autobots were citizens, people themselves that have went through struggle. That's why when they even come to Earth, they become in G1. They become friends with the Wiccans, the Wickies, humans, because they're basically humans too in their Earth. That's why they found so much commonality with them, because the humans are more than meets the eye, just like how Optimus was more than meets the eye. He really found something inside of the Wickies, as he did Sam and as he did all these other humans in the regular movies. It just makes a lot of sense now. It was always Orion Pax was a loser, good leader, a little mischievous. I like this one the most, though, because he was really mischievous, like never followed anything, and then he just becomes the most inspirational leader in fiction, literally. It's not even a contest. I remember I post on TikTok, I had like, this is 2020, this is peak lockdown. I had good views coming for me, and I made a post like, who would you rather have a speech? Like, Optimus Prime or Captain America? All them things say Optimus Prime by far. Like, Prime is the man in terms of inspiration. One thing I wanted to say was, the dude who got ripped up was Sentinel, by the way. Peter Cullen, bruh. Peter Cullen is the Optimus Prime, but Chris Hemsworth is Orion Pax. And I mean to say, like, he's Orion Pax as in, like, he's that mischievous part of Optimus Prime. And that's why they made Chris Hemsworth that guy with the straight charismatic personality. Peter Cullen can be charismatic too, but we're talking about the straight, utter Thor stuff that Chris Hemsworth did in this movie. Just dumb stuff. Yeah, I don't know if Peter Cullen could pull that off. But that serious, inspirational Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, 1,000%. But in terms of Orion Pax, give me Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is Orion Pax, bruh. Orion Pax is Chris Hemsworth. Yes, that's one thing I had to say. Hey, clear the air off. Sentinel Prime is always a douche. SSA. He's always an SSA. For what reason? Because he just always is written that way. They wanted to write a Prime as a bad guy. He's the one that's the bad guy. I heard in a new arc coming up in the Transformers comics, he's getting rid of my new Arthur. If he's the bad guy again, then I guess he's just the bad guy again, sadly. In Transformers Dark of the Moon, Sentinel was Optimus's straight up mentor. Here he was not. And I don't even think Sentinel was a real Prime in this movie. They literally said he was like a advisee, listening to the Primes. Like, yeah. He tried to get the Matrix of leadership. Disintegrated right in his face. And he's been lying to everyone on the surface and takes everyone's cogs. He's just the ultimate taker. And I don't like that. Another thing I liked about this movie was the score. When Optimus Prime, Chris Hemsworth, is talking at the end of the movie, trying to encourage all the miners to come help, that was very inspirational. And that score made it even better. That's another great thing about this movie that I wanted to talk about. Yes. So, that's Transformers 1. Definitely go watch it in theaters. If you did watch it, let me know what you thought about it. Comment 1 if you see it. Comment 2 if you want to go see it. Spoilers in this, what you probably knew. Keep your stick on the ice. Stay safe. Yeah, man, winter's almost coming up. Anime is good right now. Comic stuff is good right now. It's nice right now. So have a great day. Peace.